Hi, I'm Brianna.
Hi, I'm Irlanda.
Hi, I'm Emma.
And today we're going to be talking about Ozobots. Ozobots are an interactive code reading robot that can be used as an engaging educational tool for all students of all ages. They work by reading along a drawn out line and read code from different color patterns. There's a color-coded legend for students to incorporate in their line design. The code includes commands for speed, direction, and any kind of cool moves. The incorporation of these robots can be used in any subject discipline for interactive learning. Using Ozobots as a learning tool incorporates new age learning. The use of Ozobots exposes students to the very basics of the coding process.
Ozobots are a fun, interactive activity that incorporates technology for the 21st century learner. Ozobots are a creative and engaging resource that can be introduced within any subject. Students love seeing these little robots light up and move around on their papers. These coding machines can also be introduced as a brain break, where students can be creative and de-stress while drawing a picture or experimenting with any kind of codes. Ozobots can be introduced inside and outside of the classroom, and students can apply what they've learned inside the classroom and bring it home for a fun activity.
These little coding robots can be picky in regards to the paths and codes they will follow and read, much like any other robot. With this sensitivity, before they could be used for any specific learning activity, teachers would need to let students freely work with the Ozobots to learn what will work and what won't. There are some specific rules that teachers could tell students before they freely work with them to save some frustration and the possibility of wrecking an Ozobot. Some of these rules include not using sharp turns or making sure the line is thick enough for the robot to read. When students, young or old, are using Ozobots in general or for something specific, it is always helpful to have the guide of color-coded codes in a place where students can see them or have access. After some sessions of free exploration with the Ozobots, students would be set to explore more specific ways of using them in the classroom for learning purposes. Now, after receiving our practicum placements this past week, we thought it would be beneficial for us to find a way that we could each potentially use Ozobots in our practicum if the opportunity were to present itself. 2 of us were placed in grade 1 and 1 of us in grade 2, so an activity for a young elementary classroom seemed pretty ideal for us. With this, we went searching through the Ozobot website and found an activity where students can have the Ozobot trace the letters of their name. And upon further research, we found an outcome in the Alberta curriculum that would be met by this activity and provide an interactive experience.
We collaborated to create a rough draft of a lesson for a grade 2 classroom. The program of studies for the English Language Arts GLO 4.1 is to print legibly and effectively, forming letters of consistent size and shape and spacing words appropriately. While teaching students how to print, we can incorporate students learning about Ozobots. The activity which we have is students to complete commands to complete letters of the alphabet. This can be differentiated towards the abilities of the students or scaffolded into a larger lesson. By having black lines for the letter drawn out, the students will have to fill in the code pieces. By increasing the difficulty, the coded pieces of letters placed on the sheet of paper, students will have to problem solve by finding the code commands to write out the rest of the letter. The next level is for students to have a blank sheet of paper and then have them write out their names in Ozobot code. The goal is for students to write clearly and legibly while also having the Ozobots read their line of code seamlessly. While this activity hits all the SLOs, we see the incorporation of technology in learning. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you learned lots about Ozobots.